Hello, in this video, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to give you an inner look of what it looks like to be a member of the Order Flow Vault. So today I'm going to take you through a detailed look of the tools, resources, and community that you have access to with the Order Flow Vault subscription product. Now, I really believe that our community is one of the most highly powered on the internet because of how close-knit we are. We've had our partners from brokerages and other products come in to view the community and take a look at what we have to offer. And they were always and have been shocked at what a close and tight-knit group it is and what a focus we have on helping one another. Today, I want to walk you through the entire portal of what you would have access to. So the first thing I want to make mention of is on the left side, you have a chance to start here and introduce yourself to the entire community. We'll get active and say hello to you and make sure that your journey and goals are aligned to the realistic expectations. Because I think when you start out trading, the expectations you create for yourself are overly optimistic for the short term, but underly optimistic for what's actually possible in the long term. So setting your real-time expectations at the beginning is one of the most important things because subconsciously and psychologically, you're always going to compare yourself to what you expected. So here we help you, first of all, identify what it is you're trying to work on. And there's a template of questions you answer for the introduction. We all welcome you to the community and you get started here. The next thing is the trader journey. And this journey focuses on certain phases and steps to take you through progressively to help you get the wins and the structure in place to help you get to your end goal in the most efficient way and manner possible. A lot of times we'll start out and jump all over the place, and a lot of courses and communities are organized in a way where you just have 1,000 videos and you're supposed to go through them on your own and figure things out. That's not what the TRADEPRO Academy Order Flow Vault is all about. We have a process and different phases with very actionable targets of what you're supposed to achieve and what you want to achieve in order to move forward. Also here we have a little section of having a rough stretch, how to bounce back with a little 20-day challenge that you put yourself through, and one that I also do myself during periods of difficult trading or when I need to reset my discipline and my approach to trading. All right, the next thing is announcements. Here, I very actively announced certain things, polls, discussions, and new updates with the community. The next thing is the analysis tab. And when you click on the analysis tab, the very first thing that you'll see is the daily trading plan. This is a plan that I create and you have access to, and it goes live every single weekday of the market around 8 a.m. to 8:30 at the latest. And if you click into it, you could see what it involves, the idea of the trade plan for the day, as well as telling the story of the US session and building out the rest of what we call our trading plan. So here you get a little bit of a look, the story overnight, the story for the session, the trading plan, and what we're looking to do, some gamma information, oil futures because they're so critical, the NQ to ES ratio update, and the economic calendar for the day. All right, we also have some gamma information here for you. Now, the next thing is an archive of trade examples. Very often, it's easy to, in one day, if you're having a bad one, to make it seem like you're doing terrible. But in all reality, sometimes we forget in those tough moments what a real good trade looks like. And the trade examples are just a series of breakdowns and ideas for you to review during your period of either learning or if you're having a bit of a rough stretch, kind of see some examples of trades that worked, an explanation. And really, this is just the application of live trades that have happened after the fact and the discussion around them, including the questions you may have. All right, so this is an archive of trade examples. The next thing is market insights. I don't want to show you directly what's in here on YouTube, but there is a lot of institutional grade research on one-off topic, interesting developments in both the markets, the overall geopolitical landscape, and it's all focused towards actionable market insights. It isn't to make a political stance or message. It's focused on giving you real actionable insight on something you could take and apply to your trading and learn. So this market insights category is one of the favorites for members because you get to stay up to date and there's just thousands of dollars of value in that alone. All right, the next thing is my journal. I personally publish a journal every single day. And in this journal, you could see how I done and how I traded. I have explanations for everything. You could see the trades that I placed. You could see them on the order flow application and the explanation of why I did them, including my outcome and how I did, my physiology and psychology score, and some notes to myself, any adjustments and pep talks for tomorrow. This closes out the loop for the trading session. All right, the next thing is the live trading heading, and in here you have access to the trade floor chat. This is where we are going to pretty much discuss trading opportunities after the room ends at 11 a.m. So here you could see I put some analysis on a good level in a trade that I had done, the explanation behind why. It's not meant to be signals, but they are meant to be learning opportunities and analysis to help you set up better trades that you could apply to your own approach. All right, the next section is called the live room calendar. And this is where you could use the portal to join directly into our live order flow room. We're live with the team on a Zoom call. It's very interactive, a lot of discussion in the comments, screen sharing, trade setups and ideas, and I walk you through these personally as well. Here you could see that and attend the next event from the platform directly. And last thing is the room replays. Had some issue with the internet today. Made a joke that AT&T stands for always timing out and terminating. Thought that was pretty funny. But on a regular day, what you will see is basically the recording of the day once it ends, and that's posted within about an hour of the completion of the live session. You have a quick little 10-minute end of session recap on how we did, the trades that we're taking, and a lot of learning opportunity there. If you happen to miss the market, you condense a whole market's worth of analysis, trade ideas, trade setups, executions, and then reviews of those executions in real time every single day within 10 minutes. Just imagine how much you would learn from that, even if you couldn't participate, extracting the knowledge from a session. And of course, you have access to the full recording of the entire session that took place for the day, and the last 5 are posted here. The next section is the discussion area. In here, you have general member chat where we talk about a number of different topics that really anything that you want to initiate, anything you want to discuss, any questions you have. The entire team supports you and helps you, including myself personally. I'm very active in the discussion boards. And the way I kind of see this, it's not one to many, it's many to many. We all work together, build relationships, and help one another succeed. That's the real benefit of our community. You could see that here in all the discussion forums. So you have general member chat, general discussion board. One of them is just chat line by line. The other one's a board where you could post things and then ask questions, and it's more of like a post structure. And then later on in the search bar, you could find all of these things in the community and they could be accessible to you. If you're having issues with stop loss placement, if you're having psychology issues of getting stopped out, FOMO, tilt, fear, greed, whatever it is, you would just type it in the search bar at the top and you get access to all the resources that are available for it. Be it course lessons, be it member discussions, trade examples, whatever the case might be, the search function here is very effective in this community. The other thing you get access to is trade reviews. A couple of our members post live trade reviews every single day with their own results, and they contribute this knowledge to you with the goal of showing you application that happen in real time. A lot of times when you see application, it's textbook, hand-picked examples. Here, our very own members break down their trades and analysis with you that they executed in real time with the goal of learning together as a community. So this is one of my favorite sections, and I get active in it as well. We have wins and lessons where we're sharing our big wins and lessons and takeaways as we go through our journey, and the trading psychology course, which will have its own course attached to it. And it's something that I'm working on. The next thing is resources. And on this resources space, you have access to Sierra charts. Now, if you open up the Sierra charts resources, you can get access to my latest Sierra chart book. I share any updates here with you that have taken place and anything have changed. But the latest book is always available here and always available to download for your implementation. As I change it, I keep this updated very frequently. All right, the next thing that you get that's a really huge benefit is you get a course application feedback and Q&A live call on a bi-weekly basis. At the moment, we're hosting them on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern, and here you get to ask questions in real time. I will answer them in video in a live call every 2 weeks, and then we go and clip this video into shorter little snippets and put it on the question. That way, later on in the future, when you have a question about something, it becomes searchable and a reference point for you to take knowledge away when you need it most. Because these calls are great. Getting together is amazing. Asking questions and having me and the team respond to you is fantastic. But what you really need is a way to tap into all of this value when you need it most. If you're having a day that's challenging, if you're about to trigger FOMO and some emotions are starting to appear in your trading, imagine how helpful it would be to be able to go in the search bar and deal with that before it generates the losses and the problematic results that you're trying to avoid. All right, these application calls are gold, and it's your chance to ask me questions regarding the course, the way that you're trading, challenges you're having with trading psychology, the journey that you're in. You have me as a resource live every single 2 weeks on a live call, and then you have me every single day at all times of day. I've responded on this platform at 3 in the morning before. You could see I have a direct message at the moment. If you want to message me and have a private chat, I'm available to discuss it with you. And I'm in the DMs and private chat with a lot of our members, offering my support and help for them. This is a very powerful community, and I never want it to become so big that the benefit of it gets washed away. It's always been a small, tight-knit group with a ton of value that shocks people. All right, so that's the application call calendar. And then last but not least, we have the courses section. Here you have the introduction course to futures, and you could see the curriculum that's available to you in these 2 modules, including a final course quiz. And then the next course is a trading and order flow mastery. We're still working our way through this course. I'm creating these videos and uploading them live. So this is your chance to actually follow the program step by step, because you can't go much further than lesson 2 of module 3. It hasn't been created yet. So I'm uploading these in real time, and in the next 4 to 6 weeks, this will be a complete course. There's going to be 6 to 7 modules, and you could see how much detail we go in each of these modules. For example, the auction mechanics, you can go in, watch the video that's recorded, download the lesson slides, and you're given exercises to follow and implement that are very important to your success and the overall development of your journey. So in this course, where we're going with it, it's going to be complete market analysis, trade planning, order flow analysis, trade level execution, and then real-time execution techniques, journaling techniques, treating trading like a business, and ways to create your plan. A lot of trading psychology. Everything is built in this, and the course is part of the platform. The last thing is the course questions. Well, the second last thing. And in the course questions section of the community, here is where you could ask the course specific questions. And we basically, on this bi-weekly call, I answer general questions, I show application, and then I go through and cover as many of the course questions as I can. And then Erica, our amazing marketing coordinator, clips all those into little segments, uploads them to the question, and they become searchable in the future. This is a really big value added section of the entire community. All right. And the real huge benefit of these course questions is, think about this. When you're learning about the market, are you learning from a course that was created 8 years ago that keeps getting mined with new leads? Or are you learning with a course that continues to change? Because the course material here is updated regularly, at least every year. We redo part of the course. Every 2 to 3 years, we redo the entire course. We continuously update it, but through the course questions and application call, we're updating the content and syncing with the context of what the market is doing, right? The market, the way it trades changes very frequently. There's seasonal patterns that are at play, geopolitical issues at play. There's a number of things that will change the structure of the market and virtually take your trading strategy and rip it up in these contexts, unless you're staying up to date with that. So this is your continuing education component, if you will, and your place to ask your questions. This is where in the community is made for the members, by the members, and it's member-led training. Whatever you need is what the course is going to address. So imagine a course finally that speaks to your challenges. As long as you voice them and you participate in the community, the content that comes out in the future is directly related to the areas that you're having challenges and the areas in your trading that if you fix now would have the most amount of impact, right? Last but not least, we have the questions desk where you could ask general questions about operational things like the membership, access to certain things on the community. And that's where Donna, our customer support rep, is very active and interactive with you to make sure you get your resolution. So there you have it. This is a really high-powered community of high-powered traders, and I can't wait to see you in here. This is called the Order Flow Vault. It's run on this platform where the course, the discussion, the trading plans, the trading analysis throughout the live sessions, and the replays are all available in one spot. This, at the end of the day, is how learning should be done in 2026. and modern day learning. So I really look forward to seeing you in the course. I can't wait for you to pop up in that introduction section, and just answering the questions that are part of the introduction will give you a lot of reflection, and the next steps become immediately apparent. I look forward to interacting with you. I look forward to seeing you in the community and welcoming you to our high-powered trading community and the rest of the TradePro team that you'll be part of going forward. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button and comment and subscribe to our channel. We got great content coming out regularly. Every week we have one video, and we have live morning market updates every weekday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Thanks a bunch. Have yourself a great day and take care. Remember, manage that risk. Trade like a trade pro. I'll see you inside the vault. Goodbye.